and welcome back to Talk of Alabama. I'm in the Mazer kitchen with Kristy, from Tillie's Cafe, and today we're making a Southern classic. Welcome back to chicken and dumplings. That's what you are now stepping into. Welcome to you.
Thank you. Welcome.
So Tillie's, where'd the name come from?
My mom passed in 2013, and her nickname was Tillie, and so we decided to name the restaurant in her honor because she taught us how to cook.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So do you remember being a little girl and being in the kitchen with Mom?
Always sitting at the butcher block across from her, watching her in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so her teaching me things, and I didn't appreciate it as much then as I do now.
Yes.
But yeah, I've learned a lot from her.
Now, were you the only cook in the family, or did you have cousins or siblings that cook too?
My sister cooks, and she can cook. She just doesn't like to. So she leaves it to me.
Okay, so you got to cook for the whole family.
Exactly.
So somebody better cook.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to eat, right?
If you want to eat, yes, exactly.
So you opened Tillie's Cafe, and it's been doing great.
It has. It's been a great journey. We're still in that building process,
Yes.
and we do good. Sunday is our big day where we do our big country soul food blowout.
Yeah.
But it's been a great journey.
Well, tell me where we begin today, because we're making the traditional chicken and dumplings, and I think we're going to start with the dumplings, right?
Yeah, we can, because the chicken is pretty easy. You get your chicken breast and put it in some water, and I always use a chicken bouillon cube.
Do you want me to stick it in there?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, got you. So this is one chicken breast.
Yeah, that's one big chicken breast. You can use two and kind of cut it up.
Okay.
I always add some onions
Okay.
to my chicken mix,
Okay.
and a little carrots.
And we're essentially bringing this to a boil, right?
And we're bringing it to a boil. We're going to cook it. And then once it's good and done, we'll add cream of chicken or cream of celery soup, either one. Some people add celery to that mix. I prefer to just use cream of celery soup because it's not as...
Do you drain this first, you mean?
No,
you leave the water in
I
there.
just let that cook in the water first.
Okay.
It creates its own stock, and then we'll add this at the end.
At that, okay.
Yeah.
And the bouillon.
The bouillon gives it a perfect seasoning. You don't have to try to figure out a lot. And so just drop your bouillon in there, and it'll season it all up.
No, I can do it now?
You can do it now.
Okay.
Look at you.
Okay. Drop the whole, and this is just a chicken bouillon.
Chicken bouillon. Just drop it in, and it'll do everything it needs to do for itself from here.
I always forget when I go to the grocery store. I always forget about little things like that, like a chicken bouillon or just different seasoning elements. And I get home and I'm like,
what am I gonna do?
Yes. Then I use just salt and pepper, and it doesn't ever taste as good. You've got flour here.
I've got 2 cups of flour right here.
Okay.
And I've got some iced water. It needs to be very cold.
Okay.
And I've got some kosher salt. And
now, why iced water? Why does it have to be cold?
It has to be cold so that it will make your flour
Congeal
real good and tight.
Okay.
And so that's what you want. And so I've got 2 cups of flour here.
Okay.
And I need about 1.5 cups of iced water.
Okay, 1.5 cups.
And I'm going to do it slow. This is about 1 cup. So I'm going to do it slow and just kind of bring all of this together.
Okay.
And I know it's ugly and messy to do this with your hands, but we're in the South, and that's just what we do. Don't ask questions. That's just what we do.
So if you are visiting, watching our show from out of town,
this is what we do.
This is how we roll in the South. So y'all know, bare naked hands in the kitchen. But it is really true. I mean, my mother-in-law, born and raised here, when I go to her house, I mean, she will whip up some fried chicken on a normal Tuesday for lunch, and it's always a mess, but it's always the most delicious food.
It is. And so you just want to get your dough all good and kneady, and you may have to add a little bit more water. You're going to have to use some judgment with this.
Okay.
And once you've got you a good dough ball, then
you'll
add
any more?
Yeah, you can add a little bit more.
I was going to say, I don't want to over. Now, how do you know if you add too much, it just won't gel up?
It won't gel up. You won't get a good neat ball. You'll have a mess. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then you can always go back and add more flour.
You kind of just go slow.
Go slow. And so once we've got it all kind of neat, we want to get us a good clean surface.
Okay. Move this.
And gel it up.
Okay.
And the flour is dripping off. You can always add a little flour to your surface if you wanted to.
Okay.
And don't forget your kosher salt. I mean, you can use regular salt, but I like kosher salt.
Because why?
Because it's just stronger and it has just a better, you don't have to use as much.
Okay.
And you get more, you know, to me, you just get more bang for the buck.
You know, it's something like this, I wonder how many times, because I feel like it's practice too, right? Something like a biscuit, you got to kind of do it?
Yeah, you just kind of got to do it.
Okay.
And you can't fail. I mean, it's just flour and water and salt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it doesn't come out perfect the first time,
Do it
you can
again.
always just go back and do it again. But you're just going to get this nice and level. How
Do you have a
want it.
favorite dish that you make?
All of them. I just love to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about-
I just like to see people eat.
Maybe I should ask, does your sister have a favorite dish that you make?
Yeah, yes, she does. She really likes my Italian baked chicken.
Yeah.
And she likes my strawberry cheesecake. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
that
that's
sounds
her
good to me,
favorite. I
too.
always make that in the summer for her. So.
Okay.
So once we get this rolled out, then you're just gonna start cutting your dumplings.
And there you have it. Just cut away. We're going to come back with you in a few minutes, okay? To check on you at about 9:30.
All right.
And bake some more.
All right.
When we come back, we're chatting about a brand new book that hits the shelves today. Stay tuned for all the details right after this. You're watching ABC 3340.